How you say things at work have just as much of an impact as what you say. Today, we will talk about 10 simple yet dangerous career-killing phrases that can hurt your professional reputation. Beautiful people, welcome back to Manners on the Go. I trust your week has been great. It's really nice of you to drop by this channel again, and if it's your first time, you're in the right place. You're most welcome. Today's episode is brought to you by The Building Practice Limited, a leading architecture and construction firm based here in Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you very much for sponsoring this episode. How you say things at work have just as much of an impact as what you say. The way you communicate shows indirectly and sometimes clearly your level of commitment to your job, your attitude towards the people you work with, and importantly, your character and integrity. Overall, it will show your professional demeanor. Words do matter. Certain remarks you make at work may be offensive, unprofessional, and might even land you in trouble. Paying attention to the words you use at work may be as important as the work itself. As Mark Twain notes, the difference between the almost right and the right word is really a large matter. It is the difference between the lightning bug and the lightning. Today, we will talk about 10 simple yet dangerous career-killing phrases that can hurt your professional reputation. Number 1, I was just doing what I was told to do. This is just an indirect way of shifting the blame instead of focusing on the problem at hand. It makes you appear rigid and closed-minded. The proactive thing to do would be to own up to responsibility and suggest a way forward. Next time, you could suggest a way of doing it differently when your boss or superior gives you a similar directive. Number 2, there is nothing I can do. This sounds very negative and may suggest that you are lazy and unwilling to look out or think out a way forward. This approach is seldom valued in the workplace. Employers notice, recognize, and promote a can-do attitude. Despite the glum circumstances, communicate through your words what you can contribute to the situation, says Darlene Price. Number 3, I may be wrong, but introducing a but to an idea or suggestion you want to make often achieves everything except what was intended. If you have doubts about the idea, then you shouldn't say it in the first place. It usually tunes people off your idea and may reduce the impact of what you want to say. Number 4, does that make sense? If you have to say this at work, then you are either not confident in the solutions you have given, or you just don't know what to say. You are asking the other person to listen anyways and validate whatever you have to say. It is better to be confident and avoid undermining or minimizing yourself or your work. Go on and say what you have to say without throwing any doubts as to your ability to think. Number 5, it's not my job or it's not my responsibility. This will be commonly interpreted as being rude and unsupportive when everyone is supposed to work as a team player. Even if you do not have the time or it's not within your job role, there are better ways to communicate it without sounding harsh or unfriendly. Politely let them know you have work at hand while communicating your willingness to help should you have the chance to. Number 6, you didn't tell me what to do. This is one of the silliest and unprofessional things to say in a work environment. Rather than sounding defensive and pushing blames, acknowledge that you couldn't figure out the best way to do it and try to fix it as soon as you can. Never present yourself as someone who's not proactive and cannot take on initiative when needed. Number 7, we've always done it this way. Avoid making this statement. It will rather sell you out as being uncreative or as someone who is not innovative or one that is averse to change. Be open to new ideas and allow a good measure of flexibility, especially when it is a promising idea or strategy. Number 8, I just assumed. You shouldn't be found assuming when you had all the chance to get the necessary details. Acting on assumptions can lead your company into dire consequences. You can even lose your job for it. According to HR consultant Steve Pritchard, a good manager will give you all the information you need to know. But if you are unsure of any aspect of your job, you should always ask, but never assume. Number 9, this will only take a second. This is mostly untrue. Even if what you are asking for might require just a little time to get it done, you make the person feel that what you want to do is more important than what they are doing at the moment. Always be courteous when interrupting a colleague's workflow or seeking permission to get something done for you. It's better to say, "Do you mind helping me with this? It would only take a few minutes." But don't say, "This will take a second." Number 10, I need a new job or I need a raise. Whether you're talking to a close colleague at work or a recent employee, this is obviously an unprofessional thing to do. You'll be suggesting that your organization is not paying or treating our employees well and spreading negative energy. Just how will your co-workers perceive you? You see, words are a key component of persuasive communication. Regardless of the audience, industry, topic, or whether the setting is a stand-up presentation or a sit-down conversation or an online meeting or a telephone discussion, a leader must use the language to influence someone's mind in order to achieve a certain result. And that's the reason they're seen as leaders anyway. Their words compel people to follow. Darlene Price offers these useful tips. Can you think of more things we should desist from saying at work? Please share them with me in the comment section below. Remember to like this, share it, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. Goodbye.